Hey guys, welcome back. Today we've got another watch for you. This one's a pretty special one to me. It is a Seiko in an SKX style case that my good buddy Random Rob put together for me. And this was really the first watch that I have had my hand in making or giving input and customizing. And Rob and I worked really closely on this one together. And so it was really fun and it was great, and ended up with a really good friend out of it who is one of the ones who got me over the hurdle of starting this YouTube channel. So big shout out to Rob. This was a super fun build. And we've since gone on to build a few others. And I've bought some of the other ones that he built for himself. And yeah, so it's a rabbit hole you might not want to go down the watch thing. So anyway, let's jump into the specs really quick first on this. So this was a limited edition Turtle, which is a different model, guts that we took out and put into this custom SKX case. So the donor Turtle started out as model number SBDY041. And down in the description below, I'm going to put two videos from Rob. One is his review of the actual Turtle, the way it came. And the second is a breakdown video that he does of the build that lists out every single part and part number and price and all of that stuff. So please watch those, because that's going to tell you a lot more about the watch than I can. And the lights are kind of going a little crazy with it, but that's okay. So it is a 42 millimeter lug width, case size is 42 mil. The lug to lug, which is the end of the case to the end of the case, is 45 millimeter. The lug width, which is the distance, basically the widest point of the strap or the bracelet, is 22 millimeters. And this silicone strap that the Turtle came on tapers down a little bit to 20 mil. Overall thickness to the top of the double dome sapphire crystal is 14.9 mil. It is the double dome sapphire crystal with a clear anti-reflective coating. Has a 200 meter water resistance, and I totally spaced on doing the calculations, but it's 4.3 ounces. You guys can do the calculations if you want to know the grams. The movement in this is the 4R36 movement, so it does give you hacking and hand winding. Hacking is when you unscrew the screw down crown, for those of you that are not watch people, and you see how the second hand is ticking. If I pull it out the first time, that's where you can set the day and the date. And if I pull it all the way out, the second hand stops. That's what we call hacking. And then you can set the time to the exact second with the atomic clock. Or what I've been doing lately is using my ProTrack, which does get its atomic sync every day, so it's always accurate. I use that a lot now to set my other watches. So that gives you the hacking, can push it back in, the second hand starts, and then you can hand wind it. Because it's an automatic, as you wear it, it will wind itself, but you can also hand wind it. So that's where we get hand winding and hacking, because it is the 4R36 movement, not the typical 7S6, 7S26, whatever it is, in the SKX. The SKX standard does not come with hacking or hand winding. You have to just shake it, and you can't stop the second hand. So it's a very cool build. Let me give you a wrist shot of it, because it fits really good on the wrist. The 42 millimeter case size is really good. It's actually just a little bit small for me. I do tend to like bigger watches, but here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. It fits really well. The 42 mil is what most people would consider a perfect size. Actually, a lot of people will say the 42 mil is a little bit on the big side. And a lot of people go with like 39 and whatnot, but I tend to like the 44, 45 and bigger. I did a video on my Loom Tech, which is a 48 mil. And for comparison, since we're here, this is the Casio Pro Trek, which I have a video on, I've done before as well. It is also a 42 mil. So you can see that sometimes it's deceiving. So the overall case size of both of these is 42 millimeter, but this just has a bigger dial and a smaller bezel, if you will, so it appears larger than this. And speaking of bezel, this has a 120 click bezel. Which lines up really well because Rob put it together. So it's not the stock bezel. It's got a Yachtmaster style dark gray black stealth mode. But what I loved about this watch when he first got the original Turtle was that yellow seconds hand. Him and I actually talked about it before he bought this. He goes, dude, I think I'm gonna build an epic watch, over the top price range, you know, total high end, total one off. And this Turtle was a limited edition. So we took the Turtle. I loved the yellow second hand, which, the camera doesn't even do it justice, really. The yellow second hand or minute hand just pops. I did like the Japanese kanji style day and the date. But everything is different. So the movement and the dial in the hands is the only stock stuff. The case came from 444 PM. Crystal Times, I think, did the bezel. Go check out Rob's video below. And we couldn't come up with a good strap, so we left it on the stock Turtle strap for right now. I have bought a strap code Millet Super Jubilee, or whatever they're calling it now, which is the strap that I really love. Now the problem is they do not make one to fit the SKX case in black. They only make that in stainless steel, and the end links don't match up. So what I'm going to end up doing, I bought this anyway, I will end up buying a stainless steel version for the SKX, and I will take apart the end links, and I will send the 3 pieces per side out to a coater that I have that can Cerakote those end links black, and hopefully it'll be more of a matte black to match the matte black case, which is kind of hard to just tell here, but it's a matte black case, whereas this strap code bracelet is more, there you can see glossy. But I'm thinking if I can do the matte black end links to connect in, and then it will transition to the gloss, I'm okay with that, I think. It's a pricey way to do it because these strap code bracelets are, 120, 140, 150 bucks. And I got to buy 2 of them and gut one and make it unusable. So it's kind of a pricey way to go for the right strap and bracelet, but I think that's what this needs. I may also get a black Crafter Blue for it, but the silicone one works great for now. I do love my Crafter Blue orange one that I put on my Ninja Turtle SKX mod, which I need to do a full review video on it. But anyway, let me give you a quick loom shot while I'm rambling here for a minute, and then we'll get to the end here. It's all stock Seiko loom, so it really shines brightly. And just, since we were comparing with the Casio also has some loom on it. So anyway, I think that wraps this one up, and please take a look at the videos below in the description for Rob's, which will do a much better detail of every part and piece, what the whole cost of the build was, and all that good stuff. So I encourage you to watch that one, which will be in the description below. Thanks a lot. Let me know what you think about, modded watches, or what kind of watch you guys are wearing. Are you into the watch thing or not? Let me know your thoughts. I would greatly appreciate the feedback. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you on the next one.